Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War, Campaign 5, Week 7, Day 3. So today, of course, we got ourselves the World Lore event. We're going to be doing a good majority of that today, since we only just poked it the other day. So should be able to finish out the rest of the battles that we end up having, making that the main thing for today. Aside from that, of course, we do have a very good adventure board. I saw it earlier, but of course didn't do it yet. However, we got a double Imperial. The mythic deeds, exactly what you want to see. Too bad we can't get this like every week or every day. It would definitely fix the Imperial issue, that's for sure. But yeah, 10 of a color into 2 Imperial. Though technically 10 of a color is 1/5 of a deed book. So deed books are still insane, but 2 Imperials, that's pretty nice. And 10 gems, so that looks like nothing compared to 2 Imperials. But, yeah, it's pretty juicy. I had the little pet thingy off of offer. Also, do I have enough copies of it? Yeah, I think I still need 3 more. Probably. Where is it? It's underneath Mrs. Scales. I'm just going to Mrs. Scales. Be the easiest way to find this thing. I think I need 3 more copies until it tells me to stop doing it. No, I need 4 more. We're almost there. If we get a 3 into a 1, we'll have enough. I'll even take a double 3. Even though it's overbuying it slightly. But anyways, let's start with the World Lore event. So as far as our build, we'll probably switch back to the pure damage one, because we're actually ditching the current team we have for the one that we mentioned on Monday, which is the Mangalore Slaughter option. So if we go over to Guild Essence of the Sun, and then put our team in here, obviously take these new legendary ones that started appearing. Actually, this team still wouldn't be too bad to keep running if we really wanted to. But we're going to go for this one. So we have our double Skull Spammer. The other one starting with half mana start. We have the enchant, so as turns go by, it's naturally going to get its mana as well. Harp Mage for the mana, and the extra attack to really make sure we're one-shotting off of Mang. And of course we're using Titan just to make sure we do not die. I don't think we need to change anything else. Oh yeah, I forgot. This one battle's going to be really weak though, isn't it? It should scale pretty quickly though. These are still level 10s. 10s with 20% though. No, they're still really weak. Or this particular one. Maybe we should have kept the other team for a little longer, but oh well. Should be fine. I don't think we need to change anything else. Okay, anyways. Hello everyone! Hope all of you have been doing well so far this week. Hello Bill. Hello NASA. Hello Mr. Hello Cookie. Hello Draco. Hello Genki. Yeah, I know. 2 Imperial Deeds are really nice when they come around. I believe it's 5? Is it 5% for the bottom as well for a mythic per day? It might be, because that's once every 20 days, which is once every 3 weeks. Oh, but it's per slot. I'm not actually sure. I know the top has a 5% chance of being a, the 100 gems. But that might be a legendary, so I think it's legend that's 5%, and then mythic likes 1% then? Because that would make sense, because that's about 1 mythic per month then. If it's 1% for 3 different slots. So that's probably what it is. Because I know for sure the top has a 5% chance of being a, 100 gem one. But I think that's a legendary one, not a mythic one. There is no mythic top one, just the 2 rarities. They didn't bother adding other ones. They might at some point. But anyways, hello Cookie, hello Draco, hello hello Isabel, hello Barbara, hello Susie Ninja, and hello everyone else. Welcome, welcome. Made in time, nice. We're mostly just going to be destroying the World event with a skull spam today. Finish this out. Not fully though, I think the guild still has a little ways to go. We'll get it done by Thursday or Friday. And of course, this Friday we got, I almost said Vault event, I wish. We have a arena event. However, we might have a perpetual Vault event soon. The update should be either this Tuesday or the following Tuesday. No official dates, but it's definitely possible. There's also a possibility they'll do a Puzzle Quest 3 update around the same time, which would be very convenient if they did. Because that game desperately needs an update because its current state is very broken. Even more so than regular broken. One more poke will do it. This is a bit of a weird team for this early on. It's because we got right up to a legendary battle and now they just keep appearing. But for these battles will work much nicer when they actually have higher stats that need this team. So, an unupgraded Mang. Is that actually enough for us to kill? I feel like we still wouldn't. I wish we'd get a random skull so I'd know for sure. Unfortunately, no random skull. It should kill. Okay, we're still in kill range without Mang. Also, Lycanthropy, what are you doing? Why do you exist? Yeah, I'm liking a double skull spam. It's doing what it needs to do. Actually, I should probably move the Harp Mage to last just to make sure Mirage Queen, if we somehow get full mana on the other two, gets mana, mana before it. Because it's a lot more important we have the Mirage Queen operational than having Harpy Mage cast a second time. So we'll move it like that. Oh, what do we want here? Go for our main, get a guaranteed Harpy Mage to full. Get our Explosion. And this should just wipe the entire team. Yeah, Lord of Slaughter, very insane. He has still been meta. I personally do not use him that often. But he is still very, very high tier in this game. He's one of the best skull spammers. Main reason I don't really use him is he has a very weird mana cost. And there's a lot of instances where you'd rather use a Zugoff rather than a Lord of Slaughter, assuming you have a Zugoff. Because Zugoff's a lot more controlled with what it does. Because you get that guaranteed kill, you get the freeze, you get the more consistent skull spam. You do have a consistent convert with him, but there are instances where it can miss. Where you do it just for the sake of doing it. And then hope that the other 6 ends up landing. And if they don't land, that's slightly problematic. Do we have any alignment? Yes, we do. Hopefully that gives them the mana off Explosion. We are 1 short. Now we have all of it, and now you're dead. There we go. Yeah, pretty strong. Especially with double attack like we have right now. Hello, Stradium's Cats. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, Lord of Slaughter is a lot of fun to use. Very impactful ability. That really clears out the board. Also, oddly enough, can be used a bit as a mana accumulating option. They create so many skulls that slightly less so. Also, it doesn't accumulate brown because of the convert. That does convert the other colors, which luckily are his other colors that he uses, so somewhat convenient there. Because the mana that he's exploding for, all 3 of them, he does not convert. So he actually gets to accumulate a decent, sizable amount of mana for them. Not enough to get 27 back normally, unless you get really lucky Cascade, but a pretty sizable amount. Why did I take double brown? There wasn't really much of a need for that, was it? Our skulls still 1. No, they don't. Yeah, that's why we have Mang. That is exactly why we have Mang. Let me go throw it down. We're definitely going to need it for these higher battles now. Unfortunately, it does not have full mana, and I don't think that's going to be enough. Because we do convert away his green to do so. Very unfortunate there's not just another skull. Looks like we're just going to have to convert for 1 single poke. And hopefully not miss. Good. Oh, that's generally not going to. Oh, it can. Definitely can. Why is all my battles a wild archer? I'd prefer that not to be the case. Pretty sure that's the worst for him right about now. Definitely not what we want to be seeing. Then it gets converted. Well, it's technically something else now. I did say I didn't want to see it. It did convert into something that wasn't it. Technically. Hey, there we go. We got Chilokas now. I said, hello, Ramin! Welcome, welcome. Oh, you got him from a legendary task too. Nice. I don't feel like my guild got a mythic for a while. We've been getting a lot of legends lately, though. Well, we're going to be getting another mythic and legend soon. Or I should say mythic and Doom Troop, I mean. At the end of this season. Actually, technically we'll have it in 2 weeks from now. Or a little less than 2 weeks, a week and a half. Not next week Monday, but the following week Monday. That's right around the corner. And then, of course, we still have the new mythic on the beginning of next month. Also, speaking of mythic, that useless Mithrilian, I almost keep forgetting he's even in drop table right now. But he is in drop table right now. Until the end of Thursday at Friday reset. I almost forgot about that. We kind of have a new mythic, don't we? It's a very irrelevant new mythic, but he's still around for 2 more days, today and tomorrow. And then at Friday reset, he will be not out of the drop table, but he won't be the exclusive mythic in the drop table anymore. Meaning, realistically, the next time you're going to be able to get him is from event keys when it's Kazale or Stoneforge. That's still more 2 days if you want to get him from Glory Gem Guild or VIP chests. I wouldn't really advise it, but it's still possible. Let's see, I'll throw that down. Yeah, he was very disappointing. Probably top 10 worst in the game. I'm not sure if he makes the top 5 worst, though. Definitely top 10 worst, Mythics. Though Kazale, other Mythic, is also pretty bad. Though I do feel like Stonehammer is slightly more viable than the Mithrilian. Because at least with Stonehammer, it has the burn stun gimmick. I believe it is the only troop in the game that can both 4 times burn and 4 times stun. That is very, very ridiculously situational. Is the one you would need that. But it's a lot less useless than Mithrilian. That has a 4 times barrier that can be done by a billion other ways. While having a Skull Reflect that doesn't even reflect enough damage to justify it. Plus it doesn't even have Impervious like Gloomleaf does. And what's funny is they even nerfed it to what it is now. It was already going to be bad and then they decided to make it worse. Not sure why. Yeah, I'm not sure why we've been getting so many faction troops lately from Legendary Tasks. It's kind of annoying that they're even in the drop table. Though, of course, I'm pretty sure almost every person, if not every person in the guild, has pretty much like all the legends at this point, but it's still kind of weird that you can't get the faction legends from it. The only legends you can't get are those like Heart of Rage and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure you can't. Pretty sure those exclusive only to Vault Keys. Kind of like how you're never going to get a Zugoff or a Xenos or something like that from a Legendary Task. I'm pretty sure you don't get any of the special Vault ones from a Legendary Task either. They're only in Vaults. Oh, I was hoping that would chain for all of them. Came close, got through. Hello, Chad! Welcome, welcome. Hey, we got a treasure map. How wonderful is that? The next patch nerfs treasure maps even more. Indirectly, obviously. Not directly. But it nerfs it more indirectly because we have 4 new special gnomes that can now appear that gives you a Gnomapalooza. And they only appear in not treasure maps. You know, they only appear where gnomes would normally appear. So that mostly means grind it in PvP or an Explorer. But now every single match that you do in those locations where gnomes would normally appear have a small chance of giving you those new gnomes. Not yet though, next patch. It's pretty much the only thing even happening next patch. But it's great for farming. Because it's just a straight up gigantic buff to farming. It's going to take a while before you can get Gnomapalooza. There's a good chance we won't even get a single one before the vacation. And very unfortunate, next Vault event is actually happening like pretty much right when I'm leaving. I believe it's on the 6th, I'm leaving on the 4th. Yep, exactly so. I'm not sure if it's the 4th or the 3rd actually yet. But the next Vault event's on the 6th of next month. Let's see, we'll throw that down. Also, it's gonna be weird not having internet for like a little over a week. Not sure what I'll do. Still need to double check the phone data thing. I technically won't have like no internet, but I'll definitely have very limited amounts of internet. However much we can get out of 10 gigabytes. And I'm not 100% certain if we'll be able to do the Monday video. Just because the Monday video itself, I am pretty sure is almost 10 gigabytes. Actually, let me go double check. How much is a normal Monday video in uploading? Because I'm pretty sure that counts as your data if you're using your phone to try to do your internet. How much is a normal Monday video? Actually, it's not too bad. The average size ones are about 1 gigabyte to get the video out in 1080p. That's not too bad. Oh, Zillapachli. Oh, wow. This is super deep. Imagine if we tried getting ellcarjen this way on Monday. Good thing we didn't. This is the first instance we've seen a single ellcarjen. Hello, Logic Slayer. Hello, Bushka. Welcome, welcome. Go to a fast food parking lot to do the thing. I'm not sure how close we're going to be to a place where I could walk to like that, though. But yes, that is a backup plan. Just find like a coffee place or fast food place. Ideally a fast food place because I don't really drink coffee. And then just like order a small something and then do the thing. I can't really like record that way though. I'd have to use the phone to record and then upload it that way. Long story short, we're probably not uploading a video that week. Just for how ridiculously annoying the process will be to actually do it. Because Gems of War is an always online game. So even though it's single player, we cannot actually play it unless we have an internet connection. And I cannot actually properly record it unless I'm on PC. Which of course we'll need an internet connection for. If we're playing on the phone, it's not as big a deal. I don't really have a good process to record on a phone while also doing audio. So hopefully that thing does not die. Was that Sabertooth Rat? Also, why did that thing drain me by 4? Why you gotta do that? Why was I about to cast? We don't really have a good option here. I'm taking yellow because I'm concerned about the thing going crazy. The Valraven. Bit of a weird situation right now. Take the red. Okay, now we can get things rolling again. There we go. If only it didn't mana drain us. Post a blank video, but have the team in the description. That would be funny. Theoretically, one thing I could do is make a video prior to it ever happening. So that Tuesday, because I believe I'll be around that Tuesday before I go, I'll record like the event video for the following week. And we won't be able to go over Soulforge and a few other things. But we'd at least briefly be able to go over it, if nothing else. Because we'd already know what most of what would be happening that week. We just wouldn't know Soulforge or and I could just put it in the description of the video when it happens. We just wouldn't know the Soulforge, and we wouldn't know the World Lore events. Actually, would that happen to fall exactly on... Hold up. That might fall on a Tower of Doom, which would be perfectly if it did. Hold up. Does that fall exactly on a Tower of Doom? There's a small chance that week does. Hold up. Yeah, I'm going to see family. I didn't plan this one. Not even 100% certain on the exact time or date. But it is very early August. I haven't seen my family for a couple years. Or like any part of my family other than my mom for a couple years. And quite a few of them for over a decade. We're just getting together after COVID. Well, you know, COVID's still a thing, but you know, it's kind of over. Not completely over, but you know, still traveling. What I'm looking for, when is next Tower of Doom? I really hope this falls exactly on, where to go? Kingdom class. Yeah, I'm looking for event. I could have also done it based on weapon. When is next Tower of Doom? No. Oh, it's 1 week off. It's happening during the week that I am leaving. But not specifically the week that I am gone. If Tower of Doom was 1 week later, it actually would have synced perfectly. Sad. We're not going to be around for the first week of Season 1 of Gems of War. Wonderful. Oh, that's gonna be even harder to go over because then we can't go over the battle pass thingy, or you know, the campaign, whatever you'd call it. Every game calls it something differently. We literally will not be here for the very first week. That's unfortunate. It would have been perfect if it fell exactly on Tower of Doom, but it's 1 week off. If nothing else, I believe I'll be back. Actually, I could just still do the video that week, I think. Because if I'm leaving then, and we get back around then, I could possibly cover on like Friday or Saturday, I think. I need to double check what day I'm actually getting back. We could just cover it very late in the week. I just cover mostly Soulforge and stuff. Because by then most of the other weekly events would already be gone. But the new season start and stuff like that would still be relevant. Also, we're getting some kind of new power gem next season too. Which we seem to kind of already know what it is, based on leaks. I don't think the game gives it away until that exact day. That one Monday. After Tower of Doom. It's not aligned, is it? It is not. That's unfortunate. Because I don't think that's enough damage either. This is, though. And my family hasn't had a family reunion for quite some time. And if they have, I haven't gone. If they have in the last decade, I wasn't there. But I'm going to this one. Looks like 4 more battles, because probably 1 more Valraven. Yep, speaking of that, 1 more Valraven, there he is. Maybe 2 more Valravens then. We hit it right on the first battle where it could have happened. Just in case. Start poking it. Don't need that thing escaping. Oh, nope, nothing's gonna escape Lord of Slaughter. It's kind of in his name. Oh, we're stuck with wild archers again. Very unfortunate. After we clear out these, we're gonna hand out code, and then we need to go and claim those Imperials. We definitely don't want to mess up on or miss out on that. That's for sure. But yeah, definitely do not forget to claim your Imperials today. Oh, also, we have a pet event today. It's a pretty irrelevant one though. If you haven't gotten the monster bonus, make sure to get more of that as well. Might not have a poke it, we would just need it for food anyways. However, definitely want to grab those Imperials, that's for sure. There's some juicy Imperials, any amount of Imperials, a juicy amount of Imperials. Even the writs to craft the Imperials can be as long as high enough amount. But there's a chance to battle after this battle's of Valraven. And if not, we're out of sigils. I'm sure if the guild will have all the points by then. Hopefully we'll have it done by Arena, because this week it's mostly going to be Arena. Still a pretty underwhelming event, however, Arena does still have the new gnomes when they do come in, and it also still has pet gnomes. So it at least has something going for it. It also gives you 3 of those offers every single day. Even when it's not an Arena event, it does that. But most people don't do that daily because you basically waste 30 minutes for almost nothing in return. So if you really wanted to get everything out of every daily, you could theoretically do it 30 minutes every day, or 3 runs, however long that takes. I do feel like that normally takes about 30 minutes though, between drafting, the occasional loss, and everything. Yeah, we're stage 11. Is the scoring a little bit lower this week then? It seems everyone's doing the same amount, unless we have a couple zeros. We have a 0, kind of. Also, I'm slightly below mid-range, oddly enough. Am I doing room order wrong or something? These were decently below, although some of these others are decently below too. Could just be the luck of what you get. We were forced into that bad ultra rare quite a few times already. Anyways, let me go hand out a code. And then we definitely need to go claim that adventure board. We might pass over to pet real quick. Gotta be claiming them for pet food in case they do something with it at some point. I don't like overfarm pet food too much, but probably a good idea to be accumulating it in case they add more ways to sink food. Which could definitely happen. You never know what they'll do. You never know what they're gonna do sometimes. So really nice to see that next patch is completely a buff and doesn't nerf anything at all. Just a straight up resource buff. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I clicked it twice, but it didn't paste, or it didn't enter twice. There we go. But there's the redeem code. Use on gemsofwar.com for the game code section. Your invite code can be found in your settings menu. Whatever game says right over there. Redeem code is right over there in chat. So copy paste some random numbers on there stored with MB. And it gives us a reward of 500 souls, 25 gems, and 5,000 gold. And definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps out a lot and is greatly appreciated. And as I mentioned earlier, you still got 2 days left for the thing. Well, technically 1 day. You got the rest of today and then tomorrow. Basically, you have 1 day and 6 hours left until Mithrilian is realistically not obtainable anymore. Or at least not at a realistically obtainable rate anyways. Still technically in drop table, just a very low rate. Anyways, let's go to adventure board stuff, which is magic. Yeah, let's go clear all this out. Actually, we'll run Dust Devil for the first 7 battles. Then we'll switch to Phoenicia. Be slightly quicker if we switch to Dust Devil here. If I can actually find Dust Devil in a timely manner. He's in there somewhere. Yep, no problem for the code, everyone. Yeah, we still have those big codes for whatever reason. Though not really complaining. Nice to see when the mistake is made. Makes redeem code slightly more enticing. No, the loot difference isn't really that big a deal. But it is slightly bigger than the other codes. Also, hopefully we get Puzzle Quest 3 code soon. So we can start streaming Puzzle Quest 3 a bit more often. Next patch is adding a way to get relics at a decent rate. It's adding events. And knowing their updates and how much work the game needs, it's probably adding a billion other things as well. Because the game's still in development. I'll need to stream it again soon. I'm just kind of waiting until they do the next big patch. And they keep not doing the next big patch. They said about a week and a half ago that it will probably be in about 3 weeks. Which makes me think they might sync both patches, Gems of War and the other one, to the same week. Which would be 2 Tuesdays from now if they do. Not next week's Tuesday, but the following Tuesday. So I'm not sure if this has enough damage to kill this room. I think it is ever so slightly short. It is. I was hoping it would have enough. Apparently the answer is no. Oddly enough, I think even Greed could kill right now, because we only need 10 damage. So if we can get either of them up, it will be enough damage to kill. Oh, that stuff works too. Yes, Puzzle Quest 3 only on the streams now for Wednesdays. I think the animator for the game is tonight. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me. She's streaming that in like 45 minutes, assuming they start on time. But yeah, the animator for the game, which apparently they hired an in-house animator? I didn't think they would. They must be planning a lot more models if they got an in-house animator, like a 3D modeler. Because they don't need it for Gems of War. Because Gems of War has no 3D models. But yeah, apparently someone who does the animation and 3D modeling. I assume they would have outsourced it. But if they're physically showing the person on stream, I guess they actually hired someone full-time. Which is interesting, because I wonder how many models they're actually planning for the game then. If they need someone full-time to actually work on it. Because I thought they would just like end up commissioning out a bunch of it. And then just having that, and then when they needed more, they would just commission out a bunch more at some later point. But apparently they hired someone for it. Instead of just buying what they need and then buy more when they need more. Which makes me think the game's gonna get a lot more enemies. As well as something that would need more models. Okay, let's go clear out dungeons. Because obviously Gems of War has a lot. And by a lot, I mean 1,000 pretty much. Obviously the game's never going to have that many 3D models, Puzzle Quest 3. But it definitely seems like they're going for more. I think currently there's like about 100 models in the game, maybe less. If you count the 6 hero models plus all enemies. I don't really count recolor of enemies because quite a few of them are just recolored. The same enemy, same animations, just recolored. Which if you don't count recolors, I think it's closer to like 60 or 70 unique enemies. Maybe less. Counting the 6 heroes. Yeah, palette swaps, pretty much. Same enemies, same model, same animation, just different colors and everything for all the parts. Okay, we did that, we did that. Let's go clear our pet real quick. I don't need it, but this is a somewhat more recent one, so if you don't have it max, definitely double check because you might need copies of it. It's just a 24-hour pet. This one was added, I think, about 2 years ago, or a year and a half, so it's somewhat more recent relative to pet time. Because for pets within the last 2 years, it's somewhat recent for a pet due to how they come into the game. But if you don't have it max, definitely make sure to do so. Well, we'll claim it for the food right now, might as well. I normally don't claim pet food too often, so we gotta get it when we can. It's better than trying to do it during a Vault event, because during Vault events you were basically punished for doing pets that you don't need, in the sense that there's 0 gnomes in Pet Rescue. Which I still find kind of weird. So the new feature that's coming next patch kind of makes it a little bit more of a reason why it's like that. Otherwise they'd just be replaced by gnomes, which would be very easy battles. Though still less efficient than just grinding them at their normal locations. Like quick kill, Explore 1. Yeah, it's kind of funny. All the main games I'm going to be playing soon are basically mobile games now. For probably the first time ever. Well, technically we're still playing Fall Guys though. They need to do next season already. I think next season might actually be next week. So I'll have something to stream if nothing else. The game currently says it will be, so that doesn't mean that it's actually going to be next week. There's been many times where they've multi-delayed a season, including this season. But aside from that, main games we've been playing, of course, are Gems of War, Puzzle Quest 3, mostly off-stream because the game is still in a very weird state. And soon to be Pokemon Unite, which is going to be a 2-month exclusive on Switch, and then it's coming to mobile. Also making it one of the only, if not the only, Switch game that's on Switch plus mobile. Which also means it's technically on PC because you can use an emulator. That'll be a nice change of pace playing a MOBA that actually can be played with a controller. Because there are very few MOBAs that can. Mostly because the controls for them are generally more complicated than that. Especially the PC-related ones. Controls get super complicated for some of them. Especially depending on what character you're playing. Yeah, final one. Guarantee pets. Maybe they should use Fiverr. I still have $100 in Fiverr I need to get rid of. Where I was going to commission something and then it got canceled and it's like, oh, I can't get this back into my account. It's just stuck in Fiverr now. How wonderful. I'll never use this again. But I need to at some point. I feel like 80% of the people, if not 90% of the people on Fiverr are a scam though. It is so hard to find people that aren't scams on Fiverr. Like actual good, credible people that aren't overly expensive. Like that combination of things like almost does not exist on Fiverr, which is pretty insane because most other locations I've been to for commissioning has been like way more, like way better than Fiverr. like a mile and a half. Like Fiverr has been absolutely awful anytime I've ever tried interacting with it in any way, shape, or form. If there's a place I could leave a 1-star review for it, I would. Actually, isn't there Yelp? Wait, isn't there a website where there's like ratings of different websites? There probably is. I'm pretty sure their rating is very low. Anyways, so we did that. I guess we'll go do some token grinding then. For the rest of the time, as every other main objective, I believe, has been cleared. The shiny 2 Imperial Adventure Board, the pet for today. We finished out World Event. Well, not really a finish, but the current amount of battles we finished. Still be another day or two until the actual points are finished. Arena event we got going on Friday, but we can't start that yet, so it does look like some farming time. And of course we'll use Zugoff. Standard Zugoff. Ever calculate the amount of loot you've accumulated by redeeming codes? No. Though if we were to guesstimate it, let's say we'd probably claimed between everything, though there were some downtimes, but there were also ways that we got other codes. But I'm pretty sure we've claimed at least 4 years of codes, if not closer to 5 years. There's 360, let's just say it's 4 years. Just a solid 1 per day, 4-year kind of thing. Because if you count it all, it's probably around that much. Might be slightly higher. So that's 1,460. So that means we've gotten 1,460 gem keys, 2,920 maps, and then how much gold in the other thing would it be? I believe it's 2,500 gold, so that would be 3,650,000 gold, and it's 200 souls normally, I believe. So 200 times 1,460 would be 292,000 souls. So 1,460 gem keys, 2,920 maps, 3,650,000 gold, and 292,000 souls. That's a guesstimation though, because some codes have bigger loots. Also, we didn't consistently get codes, but I believe they've been doing codes for about 5 years. But there were some downtimes when codes were just completely not working at all and some other things. Also, why am I using a Scorpius build right now? What even is this team? Oh, I did the other Explorer one, didn't I? Whoops. That is an Explorer 12 team. That's the old meta. I was like, wait, that's not my Explorer 12 team. That's the old meta for Explorer 12. Which would still work if a place had no immune to poison. But currently every place is immune to poison now, which is unfortunate. Also, in regard to the Puzzle Quest stream question earlier, which, yes, they are doing a stream tonight, but they haven't actually determined what next week's stream is, and I think they deliberately didn't mention it on the forum, because it might be the preview stream for next patch. Because they seem to like doing preview streams. And it would make a lot of sense, because that following Tuesday is very likely to be the patch. The following Monday or Tuesday. The one after next week's Wednesday. Of course, we already had the preview stream for Gems of War. That was on Monday. It was pretty much all stuff we already knew, though. Like, almost nothing that they mentioned we didn't really already know for the most part. Because when I was talking with the beta people, I was like, oh, maybe there's some things they're not telling me. And then we saw the preview, and it's like, nope, they actually told me everything. That was just everything that was there. Because initially I was like, oh, there must be other stuff, but no, it's pretty much just Nomapalooza. Which is still a pretty big thing. If anyone still has any other questions, anyone want me to go over, do let me know. Otherwise, I'll mostly just be grinding for the rest of the time. We got a lot of arena to do this weekend as well. We'll probably split up like we normally do. Or we do some of it on Friday morning and then go 3-3-3 on the other 3 streams. Which seems to be a pretty good way to end up doing it. It's worked pretty much every time. And the reason you'll want to split up the 3s is every day you do arena, you can get the 3 offers. Is the stream randomly dropping? I noticed the viewer count went down. But normally around this time, viewer count would go down naturally, but it was going down more than normal. Oh no, neither program is saying that's going down. Is anyone else experiencing? Well, apparently quite a few people are. Like the viewers went in half. Even though we'd normally lose some amount at this around this time anyways, but more than normal. It moved down. But yeah, neither program is saying that's dropping any. But based on viewer count, it definitely seems like some amount of people had an issue. Because that decrease is way sharper than normal around this time of stream. Because normally after we hand the code, we did all the main things, the viewer count dips a bit. Normally not that sharp. Oh, stream's not working for you tonight, but the chat is interesting. That's rather weird. I'm not sure why it's doing that. I'm looking at the stream right now and it looks fine. Oh no, let me go look out on the live end maybe. I'm looking at it on the back end. I didn't get to my live end. Let's see my channel. So I might as well leave a like on my own stream while I'm there. Let's see. Is the live end working? It's playing an ad. Leave a like. Skip the ad. Nope, it's working. Audio's up. Everything's up. Doesn't look like it's lagging. Though I'm also not doing anything, so very little for it to lag. But I know it's working. It seems to be working on my end, but it definitely looks like some amount of people are having an issue with it. Not sure why. Interesting. I'm not sure why. Because neither YouTube or the streaming program is saying anything is wrong. So let me check the YouTube thingy that shows total amount of dropped frames. Let's see. Stats for nerds. Where's the whole breakdown thingy? Wait, is it under that or is it under the other thing? Might not actually be underneath that. Where's the frames? Oh, there it is. Yeah, it is under that. Where's the frame rate? It says I have dropped 2 frames. That doesn't give me much info. I'm not sure what the issue is then. Hello, Jason! Welcome. Yes, Gemsawar has been having degraded servers here and there. That wouldn't have any effect on it, though. Because as long as my game isn't actively lagging, it wouldn't actually do anything if they had degraded performance. Also, I don't believe it has degraded performance right now. It normally mentions it in the corner. So we almost got that other level. Except we're getting about 1 level per week these days. Got no degraded performance at the moment. Normally has like a big gigantic yellow circle in the corner. And also if it's a degraded performance for a special reason, they normally have an explanation as to why as well. Otherwise it just is the default string. Whatever it is, I can't remember. but just the game experiencing degraded performance right now, blah blah blah. Hopefully it'll be fixed soon or something, I can't remember. But that's some kind of default if they don't specifically manually overwrite it with something else. Oh, hero died. I can't one-shot with Skull, but Zugaf still can. I probably should have killed that first just in case. It's always annoying when it just randomly snipes the kill on Zugaf. Luckily we had all the skulls we need to already win. What's tomorrow's class event? It's a, I'm trying to remember what event week even is. It wasn't KZL, that was the Mythic. Oh yeah, it was Suncrest. So that means Stormcrawler is this tomorrow. Stormcrawler is a okay hero class. Most of its value comes from its final trait. So it being level doesn't really make too big of a difference more often than not. What class am I currently using? Slayer hero class. The reason we're using Slayer hero class is it is the only hero class in the game that has a Enrage on Death while also having Enrage on extra turn. This is particularly useful because it basically makes sure we never drop Enrage. And basically with triple damage burning into Enrage, we just auto-kill everything. That's pretty much the whole premise of this game. It is the only hero class that has both a Enrage on Death, an Enrage on extra turn, and a triple damage burning simultaneously. Which is the reason why it works. The most any other hero class has is a Rage on extra turn and then triple damage burning. But the problem with that is unless you get a extra turn off of every single skull you do, you won't constantly have Enrage. Like right here, this would not be an Enrage hit because our previous skull was not an extra turn. Like these three would be if we were on a different hero class. The chain of skulls we just got there because we kept getting extra turns. But one nice thing about this class is you do not have to hit an extra turn skull or an extra turn in any way for it to still re-enrage for the next hit. Meaning it basically always one-shots, which is why we use it. We really need purple. Oh, thank you for creating purple. That's rather convenient. Fortunately, no skull on that board. Luckily, Cascade does it and an extra turn. Yeah, this class gets enraged by two different ways. Enrage on extra turn and enrage on death, or on a kill on event enemy. It doesn't stack, but you know, it makes sure that you basically always have it. It also works if you do a Flamer for poke, which is one of the reasons for this as well. Because if we do a Flamer for poke and then get the extra turn off of the reds, we'll still be able to one-shot the first slot. But of course, Zugaf doing its kill gives us the enrage, which is the main thing that gets us rolling. And then every subsequent kill redoes the enrage. And then we just have infinite enrage, because we one-shot everything. But it's the main reason why you keep the enrage trait on. Because you can still get Flamer for value at the beginning, if the board's really bad. Because otherwise, its final trait's actually enough enrage, because once we do Zugaf, it gives us all the enrage we ever need. The extra turn enrage is mostly so you could do stuff like this. Now we're enraged, so if there was a skull here, we could one-shot. However, if we didn't have extra turn enrage, we wouldn't be able to one-shot with a skull right here. Fortunately, I can't show it because the board doesn't want to give me a skull. But we would be able to one-shot there, but wouldn't have been able to if we didn't have enrage on extra turn set. Because our enrage on death doesn't get rolling until Zugaf gets his kill. Though it does need to be burning too. Otherwise it won't do triple damage, but that's what Flame refers for. Actually, we already have the win. What am I doing? There we go. How do you feel about crafting Mother of Darkness in Soulforge this week? If you're going to be using the Rogue Spider team a lot, it's pretty good. Overall, there's quite a few mythics you'd probably want to have first, though. Of the three, I would definitely make sure to have a single Fairish Ra before it. You would definitely want to have one Fairish Ra before Mother of Darkness, most likely. Unless you already have a second, or unless you already have one Fairish Ra. Getting the second one might not be as worth it, but getting one Fairish Ra is worth it if you have 0 right now before getting Mother of Darkness. The Great King, I personally, I don't know, Great King's not bad. Great King is better for harder content, like Guild Wars and such. As far as Phoenicia, I don't feel like you really need Phoenicia until later in the game. You might see me using her every single day, but she doesn't really start to get really good value until you have high magic. It's probably not one you would get within your first 10 mythics. Unless you just randomly get it as a drop. But of those, I would say of the 4, Fairish Ra is the best. Assuming you have 0 copies of Fairish Ra currently. So these is viable up to 2 copies, but the first one's where you get most of the value. Though Fairish Ra is, of course, only good if you're actually going to be soul farming with it. You do have 2 Archdivas. Oh, that hurts. His ability doesn't even let you cast multiple times. Though his Blessed Barrier thing technically stacks. I've never actually tested what double Blessed Barrier looks like on him. It's probably not that viable, but it would be funny. Yeah, obviously his ability is a little bit bad with 2 because once you cast 1, you can't cast the other. It's 1 total cast, regardless how many you have on your team. However, his final trait does stack. There's not really much of a need to use 2 of it, but it does stack. The Barrier Blessed per extra turn. Gotta get more wary of actually targeting out that troop. Because we're gonna have a immune to burn troop coming to this kingdom soon. I need to get used to killing that. And then maybe I shouldn't start focusing that then. Keep the thing of not focusing it. And then just worry about focusing the other one when it comes out. Otherwise I might build a habit of trying to target her when the immune to burning one's better to kill. Which doesn't exist currently, but it's about to. I believe it comes in the next month or so. I forget exactly when. But Golvania is finally getting immune to burn soon. Which is unfortunate. I think it's doing off an Impervious if I'm not mistaken. The troop might just have Undying plus immune to burn or something. Which is one of the reasons why there's currently no immune to burn right here currently. There's no Impervious and there's no Undead that has both immune to burn and Undying. Because it's a very weird combo that pretty much nothing would ever get. Or very unlikely to get. Hello, Rogue! Welcome! You just got back from your trip? Nice. Left on June 4th and you came back on July 7th. Oh wow, that was a long trip. Didn't realize it was that long. I too will be going on another trip soon. Seeing family at the beginning of August. It's gonna be weird not having internet for so long. There are some workarounds to it though. And then after that, hopefully no more trips this year. If I do make another trip this year, it's probably for Christmas and or New Year's. That or if hurricane hits. That's not really a vacation. That's more of a evacuate from hurricane. Shin. Hey, Nanu. Very nice. Came in with a Rania too. Oh, luckily last year's hurricane season was really tame. COVID must have warded it off. Like, we had to evacuate the last, like, 3-4 years in a row. And then the 1 year where we have, like, a pandemic, it was like, we'll skip this year. Which is pretty nice, because that would have been annoying having to evacuate during a pandemic. Because then we likely would have to stay in some hotel. Oh, so we're pretty close to that level. I might try grinding it out real quick. I think we can get that done in like 15 minutes. Get the shiny level. Should probably switch to dust level though if we want to get it done in a timely manner. I feel like we're going to be using a lot of Dust Devil once the patch hits. The main reason being, I want to try to get, before we go on our trip in early August, I do want to get one Nomapalooza going. You would normally want to save it for a Vault event. However, we will break one Nomapalooza prior to a Gnome event, just so we can see what the loot for it is, and break down pretty much all the drops. Not during the 15 minutes, obviously, but after the 15 minutes, we'll look over the footage and then break down every drop we got, which is going to be a lot of drops. Actually, we might not even be able to visibly see them when we get it on the page. If you get 4 gnomes, do you visibly see all 4 drops on the main page? I think so. I would have to look back at their stream, because we can't just test it with a Vault Key, because I'm not sure if it will interact differently than how it normally does in the battle. But I'm pretty sure on their stream you could see all 4 gnome drops from the default screen without having to scroll. Because they're bigger drops, so they have priority all the way at the end. Though I'm not 100% certain. We'd have to recheck the Monday stream that they did. Where they did the preview for it. Let me check it right now. Where's Twitch? Twitch.tv/infinity+2. Also, I might as well keep it open because they're streaming there in 30 minutes doing Puzzle Quest 3. Let's see. Don't play an ad. I'm looking for the preview stream. There it is. Can you see what Don't play the same exact ad again. I was already watching it. And now it's starting it from the beginning. Gosh, 30-second unskippable ad. Why does anyone watch Twitch? YouTube pretty much always has the 5-minute skippable. They always like force the 30-second full ones. If we ever did multi-stream to Twitch, we are disabling any ads so they never play. Gosh. Still keep it on YouTube channel, but disable it for the Twitch. Let's see. I'm looking for a battle where 4 gnomes appear. Come on, they did it almost whole stream. How can I not find one? There it is. They went so slowly, though. Okay, can you see all of the loot from one screen? No. That's bad. Oh, we might not be able to track it properly. Look. Oh, wait. One of the things they were getting was the Cunning Shrine, though. Let me see deeper into stream when they might have gotten all the Cunning Shrine done. Because the Cunning Shrine, I think, was taken up on the slots. Come on, do a battle. Hopefully they finished the Cunning Shrine already. Trying to see if it does 4 with invisible sight. Yes. Okay. As long as you have your cunning shrine done and don't get a treasure map from a cascade, which is never going to happen with a quick kill dust devil, you can see all 4 from the final screen. The only instance you wouldn't is if you didn't finish the cunning shrines, 100,000 gold, or if you get a treasure map, which is literally going to happen 0% of the time if you're using a dust devil team, because it never touches the board. So there's no opportunity for that to happen. Actually, that's not true. We do get 1 singular explosion off of greed, and it is theoretically possible that will 7 times cascade. Exceedingly unlikely, though not impossible. So yeah, as long as we don't accidentally get a treasure map from somehow getting the most godlike cascade ever from a single explosion, and as long as we have the cunning shrine done, you can see all 4 drops from the default screen. So if we just rush spam through it, we will still be able to see what all of our loot is by the end. That's why I wanted to check, and it is the case. Not in the more you know. But I'll definitely need to keep track of it then. So I feel like it's going to take us at least a week after the patch to actually collect them. Like, they're not a resource you're going to get, like, very often. And even when you get them, you still need to get 4 different ones. There's a possibility you'll have, like, 3 of one, 2 of one, 1 of another, and then 0 of the other. Which is going to be very annoying, because even if you have, like, 10 in one, if you're missing that one and that one that you're missing, the 4th one, you cannot craft it. And I believe there's no way in next patch to convert them into different ones. So if you currently have like 5500, until those 2 zeros are also 5s, or, you know, higher by 1 each, you can't actually craft the thingies. Because I don't think there's any way to convert them between each other if you have a lot of one. I feel like that feature will be added at some point for quality of life, but I'm pretty sure it's not coming with the patch. Or also we're going to have to pull an arm and a leg for them to even implement something like that either. So we should probably start mentioning it soon. Oh, hey, I finally got the error that you guys were talking about. An error has occurred. Please try again. Playback ID, blah, blah, blah. Interesting. But if I click refresh, I'm pretty sure it fixes itself, right? Oh, I finally got the error you guys were talking about. That's weird. What is YouTube doing? I clicked refresh and now it's buffering, and now it's back. Yeah, I got the error you guys were talking about too. That's weird. Yet the stream still says excellent quality, and my software hasn't mentioned anything dropped. I checked dropped frames earlier. It said 2 dropped frames. So I'm not sure what that is. It might be something YouTube side. Probably something YouTube side. So if it keeps happening, we'll definitely need to look into it. But this seems like a one-off, because it hasn't happened, like, pretty much ever. There was one when YouTube, like, completely went down where that was happening. Maybe, like, one other time. It definitely seems like it's something YouTube side. So I'm pretty sure it will solve itself in, like, a day. Kind of like this chat above me. I still have not ever touched this chat since the last time we ended up tweaking it and fixing it. And it still decides to just randomly not work sometimes and then randomly decide to work again. Like, I believe earlier this week or last week, it wasn't working for some reason for like a day or 2. And then it just magically started working again. I really don't understand that. Technology is weird sometimes. Has it been on and off the whole stream? I've only seen it happen once so far. But based on people chat, yes, it has been happening multiple times. But anyways, I think we're just going to end it for now. We'll get the other level later. Stream it when we're a little bit more stable, apparently. Hopefully tomorrow night won't have that issue. I'm pretty sure it's just a one-off thing. Whatever the issue is, YouTube will probably have it resolved. And if it is on our end, we'll look into it. But I'm pretty sure it's YouTube's end. But anyways, guys, I will catch you guys later. We will be back in tomorrow, same time as always, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Aside from that, if you're into Puzzle Quest 3, the other game that they are developing, the Gems of War devs, they're doing the Puzzle Quest 3 stream with their animator, or, you know, the 3D modeler, I believe it is. Apparently they hired someone for that, so we'll be chatting with them and probably a few other things. Hopefully we won't get raided by 4chan. That was pretty funny last time. That stream devolved into a very funny stream very quickly. But hopefully it'll be a little bit more substantive this time. But that should be starting in 20 minutes, so you can catch me there if any of you are going to watch that. But anyways, we'll be back tomorrow, same time as always. Hour prior to now tomorrow, 8 p.m. Standard Time, here on the channel as always. And we'll mostly be messing around with the Stormcaller class event, probably fishing out ward events, and probably farming. Definitely getting a level, that's for sure. I'll have another code as always. And of course this weekend we got Arena, though nothing new really comes with Arena, unfortunately. But anyways, guys, we'll catch you later. Thanks for stopping by and dealing with the technical difficulties.